Hello and welcome back to our HIP New World Order campaign. In our last episode we declared many and various wars on various people. We are fighting Finland and Livonia for 3 counties up here, which will give us the entire de jure Grand Duchy or Kingdom or whatever you want to call it up there. We are also fighting Crimea for the last county in the Kingdom of Epirus, which is nice. We also declared a war for this county over here against Ruthenia, but it was invalidated somehow, but that's okay, we'll be able to redeclare for that later. So let's unpause and continue. I guess Crimea's revolt is over, so they will no longer be distracted by that. Or maybe not, they had multiple revolts going on maybe. That's fine too. They do have a reasonably large collection of troops over here, so we should be a little bit concerned. We are about to finish a siege in our target county here, so that will be good for our war score. Okay, their other revolt is over now. Let's see, I'm going to assume that they're not actually going to attack me since we do have them outnumbered. They're apparently attacking Alba's army here. I'm not sure if they're hostile to them. This is the war that they have declared over Lancaster. Okay. They shouldn't be hostile to Alba. And they're not, okay. So, the Timurids have declared another invasion, not on our friends in Vladimir this time, but on this Sultan. So, let's see here. This is the invasion of Daylam. This guy is here. So I guess just this kingdom, okay. That's fine, that should be easier for them to win than the previous invasion they declared. So it looks like Crimea is coming around towards here, but that's okay. We just finished a siege in the War Goal. We have 2 more holdings to take in there, and we'll be getting ticking war score. We have another 10,000 troops over here, so we might want to consider attacking them. I think we'll finish this siege first, though. Up here there are 11,000 troops from Livonia and Finland, so we might want to attack those armies too. On the other hand, we could just siege our war goals and gain war score that way. Oh, Finland has some troops over here. Maybe we should consider going to fight this army. Our retinue is mostly reinforced. We're headed to here. We're not going to catch them here, but maybe in the next county. Nope. Okay, well it looks like they're probably just headed up here. We'll be able to deal with them with the troops we have in that area. Instead, we'll just leave our retinue at home. Okay, their armies are just wandering around here. Obviously they don't want to attack us across the strait. Is there a strait here? There is. Not just the strait, but the inferior numbers, of course. Lost a trade post siege, not a big deal. We are about to finish some sieges here. We'll take prisoners. So this is hills, and we would be crossing a river, so I think we'll just stay where we are and continue sieging. We should gain more war score faster that way than they do. During a visit to Valmira, the King of Flanders and his entourage were accosted by brigands, so we can Improve the king's opinion and annoy a mayor. That sounds like what we probably want to do. We're going to gain some stewardship. Alright, so if Crimea was to gather all of their troops together here, they'd have about 25,000, 27 maybe. Could be a bit of a problem. Looks like they might be sending all of their troops down here. Okay, we took a siege here against Finland, that's good. I'm assuming the Finnish army is still in transit through here somewhere. Okay, obviously still not willing to attack me with 16,000, makes sense, but when they get this 11,000 extra down here, they more than likely will be willing to attack even across the strait, so we should probably do something about getting reinforcements. We should be able to actually use these boats to transport troops over from here if they do look like attacking us. Actually, we have boats right over here. This war we fight has already cost many lives and many more will die. Can I really say that I enjoy war? Yes, I can. Okay, we'll take prisoners. So this means we should be able to dock these boats here and we'll be able to very quickly transport these troops over and land them directly in this county if that becomes necessary. Obviously the troops that we land will be at low morale because of the naval landing penalty or whatever, but the Crimean army will be taking a large penalty by attacking us across the strait, so I think it'll be fine. So we'll see what this Finnish army gets up to. Our son asks if a tree falls in the woods and there's nobody there to hear it, does it make a noise? We'll try to make him diligent, I guess. And we did. Good. So he is a really good character. Oh, you're headed to this county. Okay. Meanwhile, we took another siege down here. And Crimea seems to be just ineffectively wandering around for the moment. Have a new Grand Mayor. Means we need to appoint a new Chancellor. And I guess our wife is the best person for the job at this point. And I guess we'll send her to work on the despot here. Actually, that probably won't be necessary since this war is going to improve his opinion once we win it. We'll just go down to, say, this guy. We don't have any pressing faction problems right now. Well, this is at 70%, but it shouldn't fire in the near future. It has just crossed 70%, but I still think we're going to be okay. So we're going to lose a holding here to Livonia or Finland. Which I'm not too concerned about. Apparently our vassal queen is attempting to promote vile heresies. I don't think that's probably true. so we'll do nothing. And apparently the Grand Mayor has been slandering me. Probably not. Or if so, we don't really care. So we did lose that siege, that's fine. This is occupied by Livonia. We're about to finish 2 of our own sieges against them, so that will more than make up for it. That one gets us up to 71. And we finish that siege against Finland. And the siege of Constantinople also. And still the Crimean army just continues to wander around pointlessly, which is absolutely fine by me. There's a large Bulgarian army here. This is of course the Scottish War. So with this army not having any siege progress right now, I guess we can afford to reinforce here and actually help them out a bit. Okay, our Duke is happier. Alright, we just won Alba's war for them. We can get back to our siege in Crimea. And I think by this point Crimea has lost quite a few troops to attrition here, so even if they have all of their men together, they may not still be willing to attack us across the strait. Which is absolutely fine by me. So we've fully sieged our county here, which gets us to 80%. We're about to finish another siege up here, which will probably get us another 5 to 10% or something. 9%. But I think we'll just wait for the remaining 11% to come from sieges or ticking war score, or in fact we will not, because he's offering us peace right now. You surrender under these terms, okay. I accept. I assume this means we're winning. So he becomes the despot's vassal, and he gets plus 100 for pressing this claim, so he's up to 82. Should make him leave his faction. So we can just disband our troops here. We fulfilled our ambition to win a war. We'll bring our troops home. So this means that we do have the entire kingdom of Epirus. Which means we can grant it independence now if we want to. Alternatively, we can use it as a staging ground to declare another holy war before we do that. Probably not the Kingdom of Thessalonica. As discussed, we probably can't actually do holy wars for enough of it to usurp the kingdom title. But we could go for the Kingdom of Rome, some of which is held by Antioch. Most of it is part of Crimea, though. So we may do that. So this guy who has just been vassalized by Epirus. Epirus tried to revoke his title, he refused, so now he's fighting them. Oh, and our wife has died after a period of illness. Okay, so we can take the ambition to get married. We can find a suitable wife. There is a Princess of Aquitaine, okay. He has a weak inheritable claim, so we can get a child of our dynasty with a claim on Aquitaine. That could be useful. Let's do that. Okay, so back up here. We fulfilled our ambition. We are married to the princess, or infanta, or whatever her title was. Looks like none of the armies here are inclined to attack us. Meanwhile, we're up to 85, 86%. So these two sieges here will probably get us victory against Livonia. Timur is having a revolt. Oh, we do need to appoint a new chancellor, of course. Sure, this guy will do just fine. And I guess we'll send you over here. Okay, already his opinion's improved, that's good. I assume we are looking okay for factions, especially since Epirus will no longer be in any. France is still being a jerk, though. A mysterious Jewish man has offered his services at our court. Could be indispensable to our council. Maybe. We actually have a much better spy master for the moment. So we're back to making large amounts of money. I assume our retinue is fully reinforced then. It pains you to say there's a traitor in the realm. This rotten egg is plotting our downfall, so is this Duke Hesso the Fat? Okay. We could imprison him, or say the evidence is nonsense. Or tip off the victim. Well, the Queen is very happy with us. I think we'll just imprison this Duke, why not? We'll just keep him in there, he won't cause us any trouble. Why did we let off the peasant accused from poaching? He's already kind and just, but we don't want him to become arbitrary, so let's choose that one. We will take prisoners, only up to 96%, but this other siege is going to finish pretty quickly here. And that gets us 100, so we can enforce demands. Grant this land to random new nobles. We can also usurp the duchy title, so we'll do that. And grant it to you. We can probably usurp the kingdom title at this point as well. We'll just wait until we have the last county. And I guess we can probably end this war right now by fighting a battle against the Finnish army here. We have decent commanders in charge, so let's just do that. Actually, let's be a little bit smarter and merge our armies together first so that we don't have to fight them at a numbers disadvantage for any amount of time. Our son came of age, he became Midas touched, so a pretty good character. He can marry his betrothed. So we missed both the armies there. Maybe we'll try and catch the Finnish army there, which we're actually not going to do, so maybe we'll just have to wait for the siege. It will have to be in the next episode though, because we're just out of time for now, so thanks for watching, and join me again then.